Okay, next one, reimplementation attrVals. So remember, there's attrValues and attrVals, and attrVals only extracts some of the values of the attributes. Write your own implementation. It consumes a list of attribute names and an attribute set. It returns the values of each attribute name. Remember the question mark operator to check if a certain field is in the attribute set or a certain key. This returns true, otherwise it returns false. Remember that key equals A. You can also write this set like this here to check, returns 1. Okay. And here is the notice. What's the difference between attrVals and attrValues? So attrVals, given a list of names, extract their values from the set and return a list of them. So the example is like you have attrVals, and that's what we're supposed to implement. You give it the list with the 3 keys you want, enter attr set, and this returns basically their values. While if you run attrValues, it not only returns the 1, 2, 3, but also the 4 in this example. Yeah, we don't see what the attr set is, but the attr set is basically A maps to 1, B maps to 2, C maps to 3, and the D maps to the 4. And the D is not shown here. It could be E or whatever, but you get it. So let's see. Use the map function to access it. So we do map, then we have the input, and we have the set, and we map over the we set. We need to call this input because in is already a use name. Then we have the set here. Set is also a use name. My set. Let's call it my set then. And then we do map over the input, I guess. Yeah, let's map over the input. And then we need to put this into a data. I think that's already a list. So we have an element which we map, and we have to extract this from the set. So basically we can just say my set dot what's the syntax again, like this. Okay, and then we need to put do this on the input. Let's see if this works. That's it. So what happens now if a key is not in the set? And that's where this conditional stuff comes in. It's not part of the question, but let's just do an U here. And we see that U is not in this list. Let's run it again, and we stumble into an exception or into an error at undefined position. So what we need to do here now is if my set contains L, then this, and else we only return we return this, and else we return nothing, or what? Then we should use full, not map. Yeah, let's just return the 1 if in the other case to see if that works. Okay. I think that didn't work. Does my set have an L? Then my set L, else. Let's make this an 8. So, okay, that's so wrong. If my set contains the L, but it's supposed to contain this 2 times. Right. I think we have to write it like this, I guess. So let's run again. Yes. So in this case, this needs to be given as a string and not as a variable. I'm not sure why, but maybe toString also works. Let's check that for a second. So we have toString L like this. And this does not work. Okay. But if we make this a string and query it like that, we see for the first two elements this works. And now we have to think about what to return in the case it's not there. So that means map does not work. You cannot answer this exercise with map, you have to use fold then. So if you write it with fold, fold, we need to have a default data structure, which is the empty one. Then we return C, and also here we have element and a container. So if my set contains this one, then we append it to the container like this, and otherwise we only return the container. And let's see, nearly there. Element container, it should contain it contains two elements. Oh, that's already correct, because we had this here. If we write this to C, then we have the three elements, however in the wrong order, and that's easily fixed with appending it on the left hand side. And then that's basically the solution if you have fold and if you want to check if an element is in the list already. Okay, then let's head to the next one.